What up guys, welcome to the Kraanwater channel. Today we're going to explain the Minecraft world record. So for anyone who is trying to get into speedrunning who needs to get better, I am here to actually explain all of this. So don't worry, it's a run by Skycrab1, apparently a pretty good Minecraft speedrunner. So let's go into it and see what it's all about. So first of all, we see him going into the game codes, making the screen smaller so his focus so he is like very focused and can pinpoint the exact location of gravel. Why we need gravel? For flint, for the nether portal. And of course there's always like a small percentage of chance there are some materials under the gravel. And it is the world record holder, so of course he gets that. Now what do we see? He blows himself up with TNT, but that's only like in suboptimal runs, because now he has more materials. We have crafted a bow, a boat, a door, and some flint and steel. That's everything you need to get in the nether portal. The boat is of course to travel much faster, of course it's a speedrun, you run at a very high speed. And we're going underwater. So we see him doing some tricks with the obsidian and with some lava. And he is already in the nether portal. So what we see again is we see a little pie chart. The pie chart is entirely green because green is Gaster and Gaster is helping him with this run. And we see him making the screen smaller again so he can really focus on what's important. All the other noise isn't important, isn't really needed to win the speedrun. So now the Skycrab has entered the bastion. And in the bastion, you need to go there because there's lots of gold. And you need gold to make golden apples, so you can survive the Ender Dragon fight, of course. But it's kinda dangerous, and you see him getting some damage, and you may think that's suboptimal. But a real Minecraft speedrunner knows that when you get damage and you get hurt, that's when you can respawn faster when you actually die. Dying isn't a time loss, it's just a faster way to actually respawn. You see Skycrab giving some gold to the pigs. That's of course to keep them busy, to distract them, so they don't attack him. And he gets some more golds to actually make a gold apple. Maybe even a notch apple if he's really lucky. Of course, there are some other forms of bastions. You need to remember all of them and where the gold is, what the positions are, and what the most optimal way to just traverse them are. And from him giving gold to the piglins, there's like a glitch happening where the piglins transfer the gold to like other materials he can actually use in the run. Which is pretty good, and he got some ender pearls out of it. So in my time, when Dream was like the best speedrunner, there was some amazing luck. Sadly, nobody else was able to create it. He drinks something that gives him strength. He drinks his strength potion to actually get more, like kill the blazes faster. Of course, that saves a lot of time. So we're already in the fortress at 340. It's alright. It's not an amazing pace, but maybe he can save more time at the end. And that's what I hope for in this world record. So he has found the blaze spawner. And you see, with his strength potions, it only takes like 2 hits until he can finally kill them. So he's building a sort of contraption around it. He's trying to blow up the spawner with TNT. It didn't quite work, but luckily he can escape. Alright, so we see him placing and breaking a boat right here. This is because when you place a boat, you are much faster in water. And we see that the nether portal particles have like the same like physics as water. So he's like swimming and growing faster through the animation, you know? And that's how he also saves some time in the run. We see he's back in the overworld again. He throws an ender pearl to see where the location is. He's making his... Sorry that I'm pausing again, my bad. He's making his screen somewhat smaller and like wider. And he has some numbers in here. Like if you look at the left, he has some numbers going from 1 to 12. To be fair, I actually don't know what's happening right here. From the ender pearl, from the nether... Ender eye? Ender eye, that's the name. So from the ender eye, he can like calculate the distance from his place and the ender portal, which is actually needed to get there fast. He grabs some bats because you know bats explode in the end. And also some... Hold on. He also crafts some liftsanker. And liftsankers are like respawn points you can place, so when you die at the end fights, you can respawn faster and come back to your stuff again. It's very strange the world record pace also includes this, but this also lets you see that the Ender Dragon fight is really difficult, and you can't really take some risk with it. because that can mean like the end of your entire run. And we see a tactical fall from, what's his name again? From Skycrab. And like I said, when you take damage, you are much more likely to die, and that's a much faster way to traverse the world. So remember that, dying isn't a time loss. It's only a time loss when you make it a time loss yourself. Skycrab is just balling it, going through a different direction. Here is something that is really cool what happened right there. This is what you call a boat clutch in the Minecraft community. It's a very difficult one, and it's very nice to see that the world record holder is allowing themselves to actually take some risk. So we see that he's going into the Minecraft files again to see all the data. And now he actually knows where the end portal, like the end portal, that's the name. The end portal is. And there it is. A real pro. We see that Sky only has like 6 ender eyes. And they will craft some more to actually have precisely enough to enter the end. An ender pearl to save time, of course. And you always begin with destroying all the crystals, so it's going on a good path. You have the crystal right there, but no, a real world record holder will ignore the crystals, put the lift sinker right there in this exact position, and now wait for the time to come. He places a bet, does damage, but the dragon is healing, so the damage must go on and go on. Alright, it's going good. He's firing an arrow because that does literally enough damage so that one bat can kill it. And the ender dragon has been killed. And that is the run. And we'll see, the ender dragon is dying, and this is the run, 649. Such a beautiful run. If you want to see more like tips and tricks in Minecraft speedrunning, make sure to follow me, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next Minecraft world record.